I stepped into the bathroom and thought I'd wandered into an alchemist's lab. Lotions, potions, jars that promise eternal youth, bottles that sparkle like treasure. You start listing them off. This one with gold flakes, that one with crushed diamonds, another that smells like a garden in bloom at midnight. You're trying to entice me, to make me share in the ritual. But here's the truth. I'm not listening. Not really. Because while you're talking, your hands are on my face. Cool cream, soft fingertips, the kind of touch that makes every word fade into background noise. You could tell me you're smearing molten starlight across my skin, and I'd nod, because all I care about is the way you're touching me. So yes, kitten, our bathroom is anarchy disguised as luxury. And yes, you're trying to lure me into the madness with promises of diamonds and gold. But I'm already caught. Not by the potions, by you. Luke and Kieran cornered me, demanding to know what line I used to win you over. They're convinced I must have whispered something devastating, something clever enough to topple kingdoms. So I gave them the truth. Well, my version of it. I told Luke it was, pass the salt. I told Kieran it was, your shoelace is untied. And when Mephisto tilted his head at me, I added, nice weather we're having. They stared at me like I'd lost my mind, which of course was the point. But here's the truth, kitten. You were never a prize to be won with clever words. No line could catch you. No trick could bind you. It took nights of patience, days of resolve, and a heart willing to bear itself. It was not wit that drew you closer, but the steady flame of feeling, the kind that refuses to flicker out even when tested. That is how I found you. That is how I keep you. Not with punchlines, but with devotion. You asked me to read to you. I don't know why you think my voice is anything special. It's just words, low and rough, nothing more. But then I see the way you look at me when I start, and suddenly, the words aren't mine anymore. They're yours, sinking into you, curling around you like smoke. So I open your favorite dark romance, and I begin. Her pulse thundered as the shadows closed in, velvet and merciless. His hand lingered at her throat, not to harm, but to remind her that surrender was a choice she had already made. And then, without turning the page, I keep going. She was the only one who could undo him, the only one whose laughter could cut through the armor, whose touch could silence the noise. He would follow her into fire, into ruin, into anything, because she was not a chapter in his story. She was the story. You glance at me, suspicious, realizing the words aren't printed there. But you don't stop me, because you like the way I pretend it's still the book, when really it's me, my voice, my heart, my truth, disguised as prose. So no, kitten, my voice isn't special. But the effect it has on you, that's everything. Kitten, I can see the fire in you, sharp enough to scorch the walls, so let's walk through it together. First, breathe. Not because it's healthy, but because it'll irritate Luke when he sees you looking calm. Second, count. Not to 10, that's too easy. Count the number of times Kieran's genius blew up in his face. That should take the edge off. Third, focus. Look at me. Not the thing that set you off, not the chaos outside. Just me. Now, let the rage talk. Let it spit. Let it hiss. I'll listen. Then let me answer it back with something steadier. Because you don't need to fight alone. You've got me, and I'm not afraid of your fire. So keep burning, kitten. But burn with me, not against yourself. And when you're ready, I'll be here. Your extinguisher, your anchor, your favorite distraction. Kitten, do you have any idea how much it thrills me to see you so at ease with me? The way you sprawl across my chair like it's your throne, steal my jacket without asking, or hum off-key while I'm trying to look intimidating. It's chaos, and I love it. You've turned my silence into your soundtrack, my space into your playground. And instead of bristling, I find myself grinning like a fool. Because comfort is a rare thing in my world, and you wear it like silk. I've had the luxuries, rooms gilded in gold, tables heavy with feasts, silks and shadows enough to drown in, but none of it ever felt like comfort. It was display, not ease, noise, not peace. And then you came along, sprawling across my chair, humming off-key, and suddenly I understood what comfort actually looks like. So yes, kitten, I'm delighted. Delighted that you can be yourself with me, unfiltered, unguarded, gloriously unbothered. And if anyone asks how you managed it, I'll just shrug and say, she broke in, rearranged the furniture, and now I live here too. I saw you watching me. Not my face, not my hands. Just the pen twirling between my fingers like it had stolen the spotlight. You think I don't notice the way your eyes track it, the way you bite back a smile when I flick it faster. Slower, then catch it without looking. So, of course I keep doing it. Because if something this simple can hold your attention, why would I stop? Besides, it's not about the pen. It's about the effect. The way your breath hitches when I let it spin just a little longer before catching it. The way your gaze lingers on my fingers, tracing every movement like you're memorizing them. And the way you shift closer, as if the rhythm of the pen is pulling you in. You call it a distraction. I call it proof that even the smallest tricks can unravel you. And if a pen can do that, imagine what happens when I decide to put my hands to better use. Kitten, you thought you were subtle, opening drawers a little too quickly, pretending to tidy shelves that haven't been touched in weeks, lifting cushions as if you were just adjusting them. But I saw the way your eyes darted, the way your fingers lingered, the way your breath caught when you came up empty. You weren't tidying, you were searching. It didn't take me long to figure out what was missing. The gem, the little uncut ruby I gave you. Not valuable to anyone else, but priceless because it was ours. I knew what it meant to you, and I knew what your frantic little covert operation was costing you in worry. So, I did what any sentimental strategist would do. I replaced it. Found a near-identical gem, slipped it into a hiding spot, then casually told you to look for something for me there. You found it, of course. Relief washed over you, delight sparking in your eyes, and then you curled against me like the world had righted itself. That's when you whispered the truth, that you'd already found the original days ago, that you knew exactly what I'd done, and instead of laughing at me, you called it sweet. I call it tactical misdirection. But if it keeps you smiling, kitten, I'll keep running this sentimental black market, stocking gems, memories, and anything else you pretend to lose just to see me scramble.